Hey guys, welcome back to the podcast. Today we are joined by Tim Johnson, who's the founder of Johnson, Gonco, and Flascamp in Lake Elmo, Minnesota. So, welcome to the podcast, Tim.
Thank you. I'm happy to be here.
Happy to have you. Why don't we start with you telling us just a little bit about yourself and what you guys do there at your law firm?
Sure. We are a full service personal injury law firm. We represent victims of car crashes primarily. We also represent people that have slip and fall type injuries, premises liability injuries, work comp injuries, and dog bite injuries, almost exclusively for the injured party fighting against insurance companies, trying to get bills paid and wages paid and that sort of
All right, well,
thing.
what are the biggest trends you're seeing in the industry right now?
So we've seen sort of a roller coaster of insurance companies that will deny claims or offer very low amounts of settlement money on claims for significant injuries. And it really seems to be, it goes from insurance company to insurance company. So, for example, for a while, Farmers Insurance Company was almost constantly putting out much lower dollars on injury claims than any other insurance company in the industry. And so what happened is, as a group, trial lawyers sued Farmers Insurance Company on almost every case. And Farmers Insurance then took a look at that and said, boy, it's too costly to defend all this litigation. Let's just pay fair value on claims again. And they started doing that. And then once they started doing that, then perhaps Progressive would start doing the same thing, or State Farm, or some other insurance company. One of the current trends that we're seeing now is Progressive Insurance, in particular, will have a client or an insured that gets injured somehow in a car accident, and they will call that insured a day after the accident and offer them $1,000 to settle their claim before they even know the extent of their injuries. And people will sometimes take it thinking, well, that seems like free money, not realizing what their rights are.
So, most of your customers, I would say, are, like you said, are the injured parties, correct?
100% of our customers are the injured people. Most of my clients come to us not because they see a dollar sign at the end of the rainbow, oh, I might get some money. They come to us because their insurance companies have denied paying medical bills, denied paying lost income, that sort of thing. And they come to us and say, can you help us get our bills paid? We were injured in an accident. We don't have the money to pay a hospital bill, for example. And so then we will work with them to get that paid. And in many cases, they'll end up with more money than just the bills because they're entitled to pain and suffering in certain cases.
Great. Wow. That's awesome. So, tell me, are you using AI at all to do any of the things you do at your firm?
We are, yeah, we use some services using AI where we will put medical records, for example, into an AI system that will then evaluate all the injuries, and they will then compare all the bills to make sure all the treatment notes are accurate, that the bills are all paid, that if there's any gaps, we can get those filled if there's missing records. For example, there might be a bill for a knee surgery, but no records of the knee surgery in the hospital file, and so it helps us sort of determine exactly what we have, and it's a good double check system. We still obviously use our skill and our expertise, but it's a good safety net to help us catch anything we might be missing.
It's great. I wasn't aware that that type of technology was available. That's great.
It's amazing technology. It's very surprising how quick it is too.
Yeah. So, what have been the biggest challenges you've faced over the past 12 months?
Oh, over the past 12 months, of course, there's always a lot of competition for business. But because we have really grown our business organically, we get all of our, or almost all of our referrals either from existing clients that we've helped in the past or from medical providers that are trying to get their patients help with getting bills paid, that sort of thing. And you have these law firms out there that have 300 billboards, and they're all over the place. And people people go to them rather than coming to a firm that's based on organic. So it's some of it is competition. Some of it is these insurance companies like Progressive offering early buyouts to people before they know what they're up against, and then we have to litigate against them, which takes time.
So if if time and money were no constraint, what is one big problem in the business that you would solve just right now, immediately?
Wow,
You
that's
had a
a great
genie.
question. Time and money, no concern. Well, the advances in the medical, I mean, this isn't so much directed at my practice, but the advances in medical treatments for people that are injured has come so far so fast that that getting people to the right places and getting the care that they need and out of the hands of clinics that might not want to sort of share the pool of insurance money. So getting people to the right care so that they can actually get better is a huge issue for us.
See. So I know for the past few years, ADA compliance and website accessibility have kind of been a trending topic. How are you guys approaching that?
So we deal with insurance companies that are also very, very sensitive to what are called HIPAA compliant rules, which means, for example, I can't have you looking at my client's medical records and I can't share them in an unsecure format. So we have systems in place where if we are going to send a bundle of medical records or bills to a carrier, to an insurance carrier, it has to be through an encrypted system so that it's protected and safe, and so some hacker doesn't obtain someone's private personal medical information. So we do a lot of that, and we have a lot of security firewall issues that we have to be very careful with because we don't want outside parties. For example, ransomware now has been hitting law firms as well as medical facilities where people will hijack your system, hackers will hijack your system. So we have to really defend against anybody being able to get into our system to access our clients' private information and also be able to transmit that information in a secure way.
Well, tell me, what are your plans for 2026?
Um, so my firm has been growing a lot. We went from just me in the beginning, and now we have 7 lawyers and 15 or so support staff, paralegals, and next year we're looking at adding probably 10 more people. So it's growing and it's growing pains, trying to find the right space to have people in, trying to get secure equipment to work on, all that sort of thing. So 2026 is, I'm hoping, going to be a bigger year than 2025, which has been our best year so far. So that's what we're looking at.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thanks.
That's great. Well, for people listening who want to check you out, they maybe want to look up your company. Where can they go?
JusticeServed.com is our website.
All right. Well, thank you, Tim. I will make sure to add some links to the descriptions. And I'd like to thank you guys for watching. As always, we will see you in the next episode. Bye
Thanks so
bye.
much. Nice to meet you.